roadworks. So that's fun. So aye, that folks is the level of stupidity I can pull off sometimes. Drive right down to them and turn around. How much truth is in that? It remains to be seen. Morning, sweet pea. Welcome back. Or just welcome if you've never saw me before. My name's Jay, or Jai, either works. It's short for Jason, which is my Sunday name. Never gets used, so... Well, the missus uses it sometimes when she's not impressed with me, but... Jay or Jai works. If you're wondering who I am, I'm a Class 1 and Class 2 truck driver. You might have guessed that for clicking on the thumbnail. Who knows, or maybe you just randomly popped onto my video. Stranger things have happened. But I deliver building materials, steel basically, to the building industry. So, good job mate, good job. We won't complain too much. I know how crap it is to try and get off a mini roundabout. But right now we're in Arbroath. We're heading to Montrose. Got 2 deliveries in Montrose. I've got 1.4 tonne to GSK, which is GlaxoSmithKline. You know, the medicine company and soap and all the other good stuff that we buy. All the chemicals. But unfortunately I can't take you in with me. No electronics allowed, sadly. And then we're popping further up the road, heading further north, staying in Montrose, to a wee place called Craigo. We've got a delivery for a railway job. Apparently the compound is off the A937, so it should be a fairly straightforward find. I've had a look. There's a wee railway bridge a wee bit further up. I'm guessing that it's going to be around about that area. I don't think I'm actually going into Craigo, but I do have a phone number, so I'll be able to phone somebody and find out if I need to go into Craigo or just carry on up the A937. But they're doing a crap load of work in Arbroath now on the roads. Almost the entire length of the main drag in Arbroath is roadworks. So that's fun. But if you've seen some of my videos, then you'll know sometimes I can be a little bit stupid. But if you haven't saw me before, this will give you a rough idea the stupidity that I can throw out there. So I said a few videos ago that I wasn't going to bother turning on the monetisation. Didn't think it was worth it. Pennies, a lot of hassle, blah blah blah. And then I watched one of Luke C's videos on how much money he makes. Now obviously there's a big difference between me and him. Right now I'm on like 1370 odd subscribers, right? And I get anywhere between 800 and 20,000 views. And I think he's like 3 times that. So I spoke to a couple of people on that and they said, no, it doesn't matter. As soon as you can monetize, you should do it, because you just never know. A video might just blow up for whatever reason, and then you've lost out on any of that revenue, because until you activate it, anything previous to that, you don't make any money. And I'm turning this into a long-winded story, but the long and short of it is, I decided to just activate the monetization, but wouldn't take it any further than that. So I would see money building up, but until I properly set up, it's called a UTR, a tax number, so that YouTube can pay my tax. I've no claim to that money until I set that up. I mean, I could claim it if I set it up, but anyway, when you go into YouTube Studio, it kept telling me that I needed to finish my setup. So when you've got a YouTube channel, I'll not go into the details of it, but basically you set up with something called AdSense for YouTube. They're the ones who put the adverts on the YouTube videos, and you get 55% of the money. So I set it up, and then it said, oh, you need to go back and complete the setup, which I didn't really want to do, because then that would mean getting a UTR number and that. So I thought, well, I'll go have a look and see what it says. And apparently there's two types of AdSense accounts you can make, an organisation and an individual. And I set up an organisation, which I'm clearly not a part of. It's just me on my own. So I thought, well, I'll need to look into that. So straightforward enough. Close the organisation account and open a individual account. So I closed the organisation account, and you can't make another AdSense account for 32 days after doing that. I didn't know that. And for some reason I now can't go back in and reactivate the account just to see. So now it's demonetized again. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I think on it was monetized for 2 days, and it was a video. The video that came out after monetizing it didn't do that great. It was like 820 or 30 views or something like that. So like I say, there wasn't any. That's neither here nor there for me. I was just curious. But now, now I'm demonetised. I need to wait 32 days to make a new account. So that, folks, is the level of stupidity I can pull off sometimes. Makes it interesting. So some dafty thought it'd be a good idea to give me a truck licence. Here I am out in the roads. Anyway, I probably waffled too much crap already as it is. We will bash on into Montrose. I think I might just avoid the run into GSK altogether. And all days I'll pick up when we're leaving GSK, and we'll go hunt out my railway boys. It's Amco, but it could be a Story construction job or Westland Group, or they all kind of work together. It's usually Story's the main contractor, and then Amco and Westland are like subbies for them all the time. So we'll be looking for Story construction. Or Mackenzie, that's another one. Mackenzie are sometimes the main contractor and they subby and these guys and all. But anyway, I'm waffling crap, so I will catch up with you in a bit. Right, that's us done in GSK. I think this camera should pick it up. It's it behind us. It was only 1.1 and a bit ton and 700 kilos of mesh, so you never miss much. Even inside, it's a huge place. There is no difficulty doing anything in there in a truck. But I've phoned my man for the Amco delivery. I have to actually go into Craigo. He says as you come up to it, there's a wee single track road heading there. He says I'll see a site entrance. He says I should be able to drive right down to them and turn around. How much truth is in that? It remains to be seen. I told him I'm in Artic. I didn't tell him I've got an urban trailer though, because that tends to cause issues, because people think urban trailer, ooh, that'll get turned there and they bother, and you turn up and it's like enough space to turn a van. I know they're flexible, they're quite agile, but they're not that good, right? So just, so I didn't tell people I've got an urban trailer. If I phone them and I say to them I'm in an Artic and they go, oh, it might be a wee bit tight, then I'll say to them, I'm in an Artic with an urban trailer, mate, so should be alright. Oh, a pidgeridoo was on a wee suicide mission there. So we'll go into Craigo. It doesn't look like a great place to be in an Artic if I get it wrong. So I think there's somewhere I might be able to turn round if I do get it wrong. One of the wee side streets. We shall see. But the sun's out. It's 11 degrees. You would not think this was the day after Storm Ashley. Was it Storm Ashley? I think it was. Storm Ashley hammered us last night. Well, Edinburgh kind of got off light. We had a wee bit. It was a wee bit windy. But we never got touched too much. But apparently the West Coast got absolutely spanked. So let this wee can man come, as is his right. You're welcome, buddy. I just can't remember the last time I've been right through Montrose, actually. It's been a hot minute. That's for sure. What have we got on for these guys? 6.65 tonne. It's all at the front, and I'm starting to wonder if my load sensor's maybe a bit out of whack, because I only had like 7.5 ton total, and my lift axle kept going down. Every time I braked or that, the axle would just drop down. So, pass, I don't know. It doesn't seem to, I think if it was a bit naft, it might affect my braking, but the braking on it's fine. I think that's how it works. I could completely be pulling that out of my ass, but I'm sure somebody told me the load sensor affects your braking and obviously your lift axle and whatnot. And I also checked, I've not got any punctures either, that would also affect the load sensor. So, mystery. My wee channel's doing no bad. I said they're on 13.7, it's on 13.77 now. 1,377 subs. I'm chuffed with that. But, I need to sort out this monetisation side of it now, because it's kind of depressing, and I could be watching the pennies go up. And it is just pennies now. You need to make a minimum of £60 before you can make a withdrawal, and then Google will pay your tax on that for you as well, so this 40 odd quid. Yay. But it's a start, folk, it's a start. Speaking of that, I don't know if any of you are on the Facebook truck pages now, but there's one, was it Johnny's Mighty Truck Ups or something like that, and somebody had posted a screenshot of their Instagram. Trucker Tim was suggested to him a nice picture of his truck, his S-Series, and his new GTR, and the guy went on this massive rant, blah blah blah, and like proper putting him down and all that. So I just piped in and I took a screenshot of my channel. I says, I envy the guy, I envy his success. Anybody who can do it and make an actual living out of it and just get up working for other people altogether, magic, go for it. I didn't understand why. Hold on a minute, I'm trying to think. See, it's been a hot minute since I've been through Montrose. I didn't understand why people get such a hard on for people that do stuff like that. I mean, it was proper going in hard, and then they try to go in hard on me, and I just laugh. Like, before I started video editing and that, I think I said before, but I used to play computer games. That was my outlet, my hobby. As I've got older, I'm just not good enough to play them anymore. And to be honest, a lot of them didn't hold my attention for that long anymore as well. I just not got that interest in them anymore. So I took up doing this as a different hobby. So I used to get slated for playing games all the time. I mean, if you find that sad, you find that sad. I'm not really interested. I'm not asking you to do it with me. Why do you feel the need to jump on and, oh, you're this and you're that? I used to get it when I played the computer games the same. That's sad. You know what I find sad? A bunch of grown-ass men going and watching other men kick a rubber ball about and turn it absolute savages in the process. I find that sad. But I didn't go into football forums and start calling them all a bunch of saddles or whatever. It's not my thing. Football's not my thing. It never has been. And my laddie's football daft, and I used to enjoy going and watching him play football and that. But we had a season ticket for Hearts once, and I mean, it was all right, but it didn't actually compare to the club football of the boys, because they had a lot of passion in that when they played. It was good fun to watch. But I didn't go around try to kick people in the teeth and, oh, imagine liking this, imagine like that. So, there's so many people are so quick to try and jump down people's throats and make them feel bad for something that they enjoy. And it's like, why would you be like that? What do you get out of it? I said before, like, trolls and that, I kind of get how they're trying to get a rise out of people. It's a giggle to them. Some people take it really hard. Look at all the mental health stuff that's going on now, like whether like say Liam Payne, whether he fell or jumped, nobody knows, but they're all speculating that he jumped. And it's like, everybody's got in hard on it. His family's got to read all that. He's still got family, he's still a person, he's still has family. His sons, the pictures and everything that lying on the ground have been put out on the internet. How sad is that? I didn't get. Yeah. Anyway, I'm waffling shite, so I'll pick up when we get a bit closer to Craigo and see how that goes. Right, we're less than half up, well, 200 yards now to the Craigo entrance. I want to try. Oh, I can see them. I can see them. It looks like a good sized compound as well, so that's nice. I'll put some beacons on. Get beacons on! Let's go! Is it this one? Twatna rings, is this one? Oh, no bother, no bother. Loads of room, loads of room. This is what we like to see. Now, will they let me film them? That's the thing. If they don't, then this whole video might just be a bust. Backwood machine there. I didn't see any other machines, so it's probably going to be him. And the fact that they're still rolling it. Do you really want to spin around before I get tipped, because it might land it? Well, no, the compound looks plenty big enough. I will be able to spin round before we get tipped. I'd imagine they're going to put it right there.
So you can get straight back out, mate.
Aye, no bother. No bother. Right, it switches off for now, and hopefully get to put these on the truck somewhere. That would be nice.
Cradles rise in twilight dust. Metal beasts, they never rust. Steel on steel, the clash resounds. Concrete hearts break the bounds. Iron fingers grasp the night. In their grip, the city might. Building dreams through endless pain. Steel giants fight the rain. Heave the burden, watch them soar. Machines of metal, souls on the law. Lift the skies with iron hands. In their grasp a city stands. Smoke and fire through the haze. Engines roar in steel for days. Skeletons of futures past. Through their veins the powers cast. Dim the sun with promises bold. Shadows stretch while futures mold. Wheels turn with angry might. On metal wings they take flight. Heave the burden, watch them soar. Machines of metal, souls of law. Lift the skies with iron hands. In their grasp a city stands.
Right, that's us back on the A90. 6.6 tonne delivered. It's rare to turn up to an Amco site like that and have loads of room. Like, usually you can't swing a cat on their sites. Well, I guess obviously they had they're getting a lot of stuff in, so my stuff was some of the first stuff to get turned up. So we like that. I know it doesn't make for great content because I'm not doing any tricky manoeuvres or squeezing past dodgy skips and whatnot, but it does make my day that a little bit easier. Apparently they're putting in a replacement bridge for the one that's there, and that's going to get taken down, but it seems a bit sad because that's a nice old historical looking bridge. And you come, mate, and you come. Anyway, that'll be the end of the video. I'm going to head back to work, have my lunch, and then I'll be spending the rest of the day on the factory making this stuff up. Well, I think that's what will happen. That might change. I don't think it will though, because we've had one of our main machines is went down. So there's electricians in to try and get it fixed, but they say that'll not get fixed in a day. So aye. Anyway, hopefully I've got enough to make a decent wee video out of this. If not, I do apologise, it's probably going to be a short one. I know I rambled a lot, I'll probably end up cutting a lot of that out. But if you made it to the end, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next one.